and welcome to KTV News, where we'll be taking you live through all campus and Canterbury updates.
Coming up, Sports VP dismissed and banned for gross misconduct. University of Kent professors on strike. 100 years of women's suffrage. An update with your former sabbatical officers. Postgrads unsatisfied with Wolf accommodation. And Gandalf the Cat unveiled. And finally, dates for varsity.
On Friday the 26th of January, Fraser Inglis, VP Sport, was dismissed from his role and banned from the University of Kent campus for gross misconduct. Following his dismissal, the union stated that the former vice president had undergone a 6-week investigation from a disciplinary panel. There is still no information regarding the reason for his dismissal, and Kent Union President has refused to release any further statement to KTV.
Between the 22nd and 23rd of February, the teaching staff from 61 nationwide universities, including the University of Kent, are going on strike due to a change in pension scheme, which will affect them negatively. This may affect you as a student, so feel free to contact your student rep and school for support. A petition has started and is circulating Facebook in support of our lecturers. You can find a link below.
Yesterday marked the centenary of universal suffrage. Although this is a huge milestone, there have not been any university events.
With leadership elections coming up, we interviewed the leaving sabbatical officers about their time at the union.
I'm here with Union President Ruth and Vice President Clara of Welfare. How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
Good, thank
So it's been a long year, and let's talk about what you've achieved.
We've delivered this year the Access to Sport Fund.
We've also secured a freeze on rent in the lowest accommodations here on campus, and we're then working with the university to make sure that the costs continue to stay low.
You guys were focused on community in creating a new living room on campus.
Well, so the living room on campus is the idea about building a student union building.
Somewhere we can meet up with other people, like we meet up with your society, meet with your club, and just like have social activities in there.
We don't have that space, and that means that students can't engage with us in the way that we'd like them to. We're about to launch actually quite a big awareness campaign where we're going to really be demonstrating to the university that we don't have the space we need.
The union has a zero tolerance policy. Do you have anything to comment on that?
So we're training not only the senior managers and the managers, but also the bar staff, the door staff, people that work in McDonald's and the kebab shops, and we're training them on what zero tolerance is and why it's important to have zero tolerance about a culture of sexual harassment, sexual assault in the nighttime economy, so that when students are going out, they know they're in a club that has a zero tolerance policy and they can go up to the bar staff and say, can I speak to Angela please? Or they can go up and say, I've got a problem, and that bar staff will know how to deal with it and they will tackle it effectively and supportively.
The Postgraduates Association are putting together a document to highlight the problems they face with accommodation. We interviewed them to find out more.
Hello, I'm Sam, here with KTV at Wolf College, about to interview some postgraduate students about their accommodation.
Wolf students have been faced with a number of issues throughout the years. This is not the first year this has happened, and the KGSA has worked tirelessly in the past to improve living conditions for postgraduate students here.
And so far we have about 33 complaints and issues that have been reported to us. Not having access to hot water or water. And we have constant posts about these things on our postgraduate group, because just today my block didn't have water for an hour. Other blocks didn't have hot water.
You should be concentrating on your course, not the fact that you have no hot water, your doors don't lock and your floor's leaking. That should not be happening. Personally, I would like to ask for all the support of the postgraduate students here on campus living in Wolf who find their accommodation unacceptable in any way. Please, please, please get in touch. If you haven't already, please join our Facebook group. You can find it under University of Kent Postgraduates 2017-2018, and the URL is /Wolf17. And email us if you don't do Facebook, kgsa@kent.ac.uk. We need to hear everyone's thoughts on this, and we can't do this alone. We need your support.
That sounds really unfair.
Well, Wolf College is also home to Gandalf, a black and white cat. Our production team also caught up with him.
And finally, kick-off for varsity starts tomorrow with swimming at 10 a.m. and dance at 7 p.m. in Elliott Hall. For a full schedule, pick up a copy of Inquire at Essentials or at the library.
Thank you very much for watching. We will be back with you on the 21st of February with an update. Have a lovely evening. This is KTV News.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.